family, move your body, all my people, gather, make we dance. When you step in, joy they follow. Every shadow turn to gold. Anywhere you day, love go borrow. Light will cover, young and old. You they lift us when we fall. Some small blessings, something tall. From my heart I just must talk. See as you they sweet this one. Ifechi family, you are the best thing that can happen to anyone around you. God bless your entire family for all you do. Lawrence, I appreciate you all. Ifechi family, move your body, all my people. Ifechi family, move your body, all my people. Early morning, you they check us. Late at night, you still they care. All your kindness, enough it comes. Nap your head wood, you they share. Every smile you give me heal. Now your love we truly feel. Make the speakers loud and real. Time to celebrate this dream. Getting lonely, you are the best thing that can happen to anyone around you. God bless your entire family for all you do. Lawrence, I appreciate you all. If the family, move your body, all my people. Move your body, all my people. Raise your hands up high if them ever show you love. Turn around one time if you feel this praise above. From my lips to God on high, make your blessings multiply. Dance and shout it, make it fly. Ifechi is now reply. Move your body, all my people. In my big family, move your body, all my people. In my big family, move your body, all my people. In my big family, move your body, all my people. Make we dance, make we dance. Make we dance. Make we dance. Ifechi family, move your body, all my people.
Oh, Laurentia, you're number one as
Make
usual.
we dance, make we dance.
Welcome. Let's just be dancing this your
When you step in, joy they
let us
follow.
just be dancing while we are waiting.
Every shadow turn to gold. Anywhere you day, love go borrow. Light will cover, young and old. You they lift us when we fall. Some small blessings, something tall. From my heart I just
Sunday
must
to
talk.
be
See as you they sweet this one. Ifechi family, you are the best thing that can happen to anyone around you. God bless your entire family for all you do. Lawrence, I appreciate you all. Ifechi family, move your body, all my people. Ifechi family, move your body, all my people. Early morning, you they check us. Late at night, you still they care. All your kindness, enough it comes. Nap your head wood, you they share. Every smile you give me heal. Now your love we truly feel. Make the speakers louder.
going.
for all you do. Lawrence, I appreciate you
Keep it
all.
going.
Even if family, move your body. All my people.
Tell me what you have to do. Going.
Move your body.
Or you think that
All my people. Raise your hands up high. If them ever show you love, turn around one time. If you feel this praise above, from my lips to God on high, make your blessings multiply. Dance and shout it, make it fly. Ifechi, this now reply.
I've got my phone on.
Move your
Yeah,
body. All my people.
don't want that.
It might be family. Move your body. All my people. It might be family. Move your body. All my people. It might be family. Move your body. All my people. Make we dance. Make we dance. Make we dance. Make we dance. If I did family, move your body, move your
It's
body.
okay.
All my
It's loud and
people.
clear. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Make we dance.
When you finish this one now, start. Because I'm not going to be long today. I have something that I have to
When you step in,
do
joy
by
they
5:30.
follow.
So highest will be an hour
Every
and a half or
shadow
2 hours.
turn to gold.
I want to discuss
Anywhere you
something
there,
that came to
love will
mind.
borrow. Light recover, young and old. You they lift us when we fall. Some small blessings, something tall. From my heart, I just must talk. See as you they sweet this world. Ifechi family, you are the best thing that can happen to anyone around you. God bless your entire family for all you do. Lawrence, I appreciate you all. Ifechi family, move your body. All my people.
Yes, so
Ifechi family, move your body. All my people. Early morning, you they check us. Late at night, you still they care. All your kindness, enough it cost. Nap your head, you they share. Every smile you give me heal. Now your love we truly feel. Make the speakers loud and real. Time to celebrate this dream. You are the best thing that can happen to anyone around you. God bless your entire family for all you do. Lawrence, I appreciate you all. Even if family, move your body. All my people. Even if family, move your body. All my people. Raise your hands up high. If them ever show you love, turn around one time. If you feel this praise above, from my lips to God on high, make your blessings multiply. Dance and shout it, make it fly. Ifechi, this now reply. Move your body, all my people. It might be family. Move your body, all my people. It might be family. Move your body,
so
all my people. It might be family. Move your body, all my people. Make we dance, make we dance.
yes. No matter what is going on, let us dance
Make we
and
dance.
be grateful.
Make we dance. If I did
Okay.
family, move your body, move your body. All my
Let me
people.
hold it for now. I might play it again later, but for now, let me just hold it. And I think I've just got to start, but because you know what this live stream is like. Sometimes when you wait for people to come, then time will be going. But if I just start and then if people joins later, fine. Otherwise, they can replay. I noticed that the number of people actually replay my live stream, so that's why I'll make it an hour and a half maximum, depending on if people are coming. If not, I'll make it an hour so that it'll be easier for people to replay as well. Yeah. So, but thank you so much, Laurentia, for always being here, for always supporting, for all you do behind the scenes. All you do for me behind the scenes. I'm going to come for you for something else after the live stream. I'll get to you. I know. I know that when I come for you for things like this, you're like, Mommy, but it's nothing. This is nothing. But I'll come for you for something. Yeah, thank you so much. After the live stream, I'll message you. How has your week been? Yeah, how has your week been? Yeah, really how? Because you know, sometimes you say that's why people are saying that we should stop asking people, how are you? Because if people really want to tell you how they are, it may not end in 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 hour. So, oh, bless God. Thank you. Anything for me. I know you say that. In fact, when I that picture of my Adana that you put together with my own picture and her own picture when I was younger, yet you put together. My other sister in America, she said, is it the same person that you always talk about that did your song that did this as well? I said, yeah, the same person that compiled your birthday thing. She said, oh my God. She said that I'm really blessed to have all these people on this YouTube. I said to her, yeah, that's look at my channel. How many views are you seeing there? Somebody just prompted me recently that I have not been posted. It's 3 weeks I have not posted. I'm like, oh, I like somebody who woke up because sometimes I forget that I have the channel and I look forward to my every other Sunday live stream, and I forgot that I have not uploaded for 3 weeks. You're blushing. Blush, Jare. You're full of talent. And she said she would thank you. You know, when I told her you're the one that did all those birthday for all of them, and she's like, oh my goodness, you know. And when she said that, does it cost much? I'm like, cost? She's not taking anything from me. You know, she just does it with pleasure, with love. And she's like, wow, there are very good people out there. I said, yes, they are rap. They are rap. We thank God. So I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm glad to have you, Mommy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate you more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I a lot has been going on. Actually, I've already recorded video that will come up. So I'm not going to discuss, my videos these days, I just make them maximum 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, straight to the point. Then when we come on live stream like this, we can talk. Obviously, I will not be doing any live stream next Sunday because I do every other Sunday now. But more so that next Sunday we're going to be traveling. We're going to be traveling on Friday, come back on Monday afternoon because I took the Monday off. Come back on Monday afternoon. So we're going to a different city in the UK for the weekend. First of all, we have our wedding on Saturday. Then we're going to spend some time in Airbnb with my third son who had Adana's dad and mom. We're going to be spending the weekend because they're also attending the wedding. So they're coming over from Zurich for the wedding. So we'll spend the weekend with them. And then on the Sunday, we're going to, because I will be driving. So we're going to drive from Liverpool, where we're going to have the wedding and spend the weekend. We're going to go from there on Sunday afternoon to my other son, my second son, and the wife. They live in Stoke, and that is about just over an hour from where the wedding will take place, because they're not going to come for the wedding. So we're going to drive down there to spend the Sunday with them. Then we'll stay there till Monday afternoon. Then we'll drive the 1.5 hours back to where we live. So that's how our Friday to Monday next this coming week will go. So we're going. We'll be happy to have you around. Yes, I'm going to take some pictures and sing for her and tell her stories, because even though she's only 4 months, sometimes when you are talking to her, she's really attentive and looking at you as if she's getting it all in. and um, and her mom said to me, "Yeah, mom, tell her stories." Because she actually, when you start talking to her, she just keeps quiet and be looking at you as if she's understanding what you're saying. I said, okay, I have very good story to tell her when we meet this weekend. Oh, it's so good. You know, after having your own children for a long time, then a baby like this comes. It's not that I've not been seeing babies around, but you know, when you have your own, you know, it's so different. And it makes me happy. That's why I asked you to, you know, you have always said that there's some resemblance there. And that's why I have to look for that my baby picture. Well, that wasn't a baby picture. I was already 3 years there. So Adanna's mom said, "Oh, mom, what I'll do when Adanna is 3, I'm going to dress her just like you dress. I'm going to do her hair just like your hair, and she will stand just like you're standing." I said, "But not with that face, because my mom said that I don't like taking pictures when I was younger. Each time they want to take picture, I'll first of all cry. So you can see my face in that picture was a little bit of cry. I don't like, but unlike Adana, hopefully she will be smiling when the comparison picture will be taken. Anyway, that's the joy. That's the joy of family. That's the joy of motherhood. And that is my prayer for you, Laurentia. You don't know how much I pray for you. And I thank God each time I remember you. God is aware of your situation. God is aware of everything that is happening in your life, and everything, He will make it all okay. He will resemble you more now. Really. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens as she grows up. Let's see whether she's going to still be the same or change. I think he's beginning to look like his dad, and his dad resembles me as well. Yes, yes. There's nothing impossible for God to do. There's nothing impossible for God to do. So you are in our thoughts and prayers. Yeah. Where are these people? Where are they? I think because I'm doing every other Sunday now, people tend to forget, oh, is it this Sunday or is it next Sunday? But never mind, never mind. Once you're here to keep me company, once we've had enough or discuss what I want to discuss, we'll stop. And yeah, people that come, I'm sure people will still come, but they may be coming later. So the other day I did a 45 minutes and stopped, and someone said to me, "Oh, I came, I checked," and I'm like, "Done." And she's like, I'm all surprised. I came and checked to join you, and you've already done. I say, yes, I only did 45 minutes that day. And today, maybe the same, maybe 45 minutes, 1 hour, depending on the number of people that turns up. But I need to discuss this. And it's mainly, yeah, mainly for people who are contemplating, because some people are still contemplating, jackbarring, albeit, you know, whichever place they want to go to. US is out of the question now. Very, very, you know what I've done? I left this as Ifechi Health and Wellness. I did not change my thumbnail thing, and I can't do it now, can I? No, if I do it now, I'll log myself off. Never mind. It's on Ifechi Health and Wellness, but I'm on Ifechi Family. I only noticed that now. Laurentia, did you notice it? Is it showing? Are you seeing Ifechi Health and Wellness? Oh, go away. That's the thing. That's the problem we are having at the moment in the UK. Is this all these flies? We don't see them during winter, but during summer like this, they come. They come, and especially when you start cooking, and especially if you're cooking our food, they just come, and it's annoying. 45 minutes. When was that? Was it the day we had? Yes, that's the day. That's the day. You weren't here. And I think it was Nemuzo came that day. Was it Nemuzo and somebody else? About two people. Yeah, Nemuzo was here that day. Yeah. It was just her and somebody else, I think. So I did 45 minutes. Yeah, that was the day you couldn't come. Yeah. Yeah, that was the day. Yeah, so showing Ifechi health and wellness on your screen. Yeah, normally I change it before I come on stage, but it's okay. I've still got the two channels are mine. Will it make any difference, Laurentia? Do you think? Will it make any difference that I'm doing Ifechi family and I'm showing Ifechi health and wellness? But the video is on Ifechi family. It's just the write-up because I think the last time I did this live stream was on Ifechi health and wellness. Yeah, she came. Yeah, she came. It's been a while. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She came. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, I don't think so. If I say let me change it now, I'll log myself off, and I don't want. And we've already spent 22 minutes, and I don't want to lose that 22 minutes. So let's just keep on going. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that I'm on the right channel. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't make a difference at all. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I think this Sunday live stream, people are busy, and I understand that. I understand that some of you that go to your churches where you spend 3 hours, what are you doing in the church for 3 hours? But people will say, "Oh, we're still in the church. We just finished at 5 p.m. and they're really tired trying to make some meal. That's why we've completely forgot about your life." So I'm like, you spend 3 hours in the church doing what? Eh? All this church. Why is Nigeria the way it is? If people spending 3 hours in the church should pray Nigeria out of the mess that it is in at the moment, or it has been for a while. I'm not saying don't go to church, but this idea of 3 hours in the church, I'm not doing it. I've not done it for years and years, and I don't think I can manage that. When we normally visit Nigeria and we go to our village church, they do that. Sometimes they'll be going on and on for a while. They will do this Thanksgiving. They will do this donation. They will do this the next thing. People will dance and come and put their whatever they put in the tray. They will go and dance again and come. I'm not used to all that. What is that about? Why are you spending 3 hours in the church for? Doesn't make sense to me. And some people are there yawning, some people are there sleeping. What is it? Go straight to the point. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to do Bible study, do. If you want to preach, preach. I'll cut it short, straight to the point, so that people can go home. It's not the number of hours you spend in the church that matters. And some of these people that spend this number of hours in the church, that you won't see it in their behavior. Things are still horrible and they're still nasty. I see some young girls who are calling out pastors because that their pastors are the one that impregnated them and stuff like that. So what are they actually teaching in some of these churches? What actually is going on? I plan my program any Sunday you have live stream unless they want yeah. If that is not support, what is it? Support and love. Even that day that the rain did what he did, you even told me in advance that you won't be here. I appreciate you. I appreciate that so much. During harvest period, we spend that much time in the church. If it's only during harvest, that would be different. But most churches spend that anyway. Even here in the UK, Nigerian churches spend that time as well. I don't get it. But if it suits you and if it suits the people concerned, to me, It's a waste of precious time, as far as I'm concerned. All those long thing, and sometimes you even ask some of people, I would like to go to church, right? And the preacher will preach. And when I come out of that church, I'm like, wow, that was straight to the point. This is what I got from what the preacher said today. That preaching may be 15 minutes. It may even be 10 minutes, but I've got something. And I think that matters a lot. Now, this is personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. Yeah, grace for the hour. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still having my cuppa, even though it's summer here. I'm still having my cuppa. Oh, Mama is in the building. Mama, I'm talking about you people that go to church and spend 3 hours. What am I talking about? Even some people spend 4 hours. I'm so conscious of time. I do complain when yeah. No, when it's taking time, I don't complain. What do? I take whenever I came to church, if I came with handbag, I'll take my handbag and I'm off. I'm going, because that is not acceptable to me. It doesn't always suit me. Okay. Mama in the building. Mama is an actress. This woman will not kill me with her shots. The one she asked, who is that girl that you asked for? They are praying. They are falling asleep, and she asked her to pray, to have morning prayer. The girl jumped out from her sleeping mode, jumped up to start praying. Eh? She now started praying. Hey, Mama, please leave me alone. And her seriousness for me, the way she will be so serious when she's doing that thing, the way she'll be so serious. You said to the person to let them pray. The person was praying and then saying, because maybe very sleepy, I don't know what they were saying, and she got angry and started hitting the girl. I'm like, oh my God, this woman won't kill me. Hi God, though. Yeah, you're doing very well, and the ones you do with your children as well, with your daughter. I think the one you did with her about the goals, aspirations, and stuff like that. Your daughter is very clever and well spoken as well. So yeah, I catch up with all those. I catch up with all your videos, Laurentia. I watch everything you people put out there. I watch and give you a thumb up. Yes, so so that was very funny, Momo. You're an actress. You can go into acting, or you can start doing some skits. Start doing some skits in your video. That would be good, because you are very good at it. You're very good at it, and you know how to be serious. People like me, when I'm acting, I might start laughing. But for you, you are quite serious. That's good. So let us have a quick short prayer, and I'll go straight to the point I want us to discuss today, so we can finish this live stream on time. Our gracious Father and our Lord, we thank you. We worship and glorify your name for this last Sunday of July. Oh my God. We entered July the other day. I can't believe that we are now talking about last Sunday of July, because next Sunday will be the 2nd of August. Wow. So, Father, we thank you for making it possible for us all to see the end of this month of July. We worship and adore your holy name. We magnify you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your care, Lord. Because if not for your mercy, we would have been consumed. A lot has happened around us and within us, but you have not allowed any of them to consume us. Father, we thank you. Thank you for each and every one of us present at this live stream today and their family members. Thank you for those who are going to join us. Thank you for those who are going to replay. And thank you for each and every one of us. Whatever it is that our situations we find ourselves, Father, we commit everything to you and ask, oh God, that you have mercy whatever it is, wherever we have gone wrong, wherever we have done those things that we ought not to have done, Father, have mercy and continue to be with us and every member of our families and our children and those who are waiting up on you for a gift. What any kind of gift? Is it the gift of marriage, gift of children, gift of financial gift, any type of gift or blessings, Lord, that your children are crying out for you, Lord. You hear their, you see, oh God, their private cries and their needs, oh God. You know them more than we do. So we bring them all before your feet now, Lord, and ask, oh God, that you meet us all at the point of our needs. Thank you for this fresh week that we are starting today. Thank you for making it possible for us to be here. As you have made it possible for us to see the end of, almost the end of July. So will you guide us into August by next weekend. Thank you for everything, Lord. For in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Amen. Okay, thank you, Jesus. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you for joining that prayers. So, what did I have as my title today? Because there's something I just want us to discuss among other things. What did I have as my title? Yeah, a lot is going on, a lot is going on. And yeah, what actually I wanted to, what made me to give the title that I gave, um, was because somebody, I watched a video where somebody was lamenting. So even if you are still in Nigeria, or even if you are in UK, or you know anybody in UK, and this will be beneficial for you to listen to what I want to say now. Yeah, I said shocking realities. Yeah, shocking realities in the diaspora. I mean, I've been saying a few things regarding this, but why? What prompted me to this one is video I just August is special month for my mom. She will turn. It wasn't long ago when you said she was 74 now. Is that how time flies? 76. So she's past the halfway to the 8th floor. So she's now heading to the 8th floor. Wow, that's amazing. I remember vividly when you watch your video, you see a 74-year-old mother, this and that. Now it's 76. How? Where does this time go? Oh, 5th of August. I thought, is your marriage anniversary and your birthday the same month, Mom? Laurentia, is it the same? Oh, is it August? 5th of August. Wow. Okay, 5th of August. When is your mom's mom, or what date in August? Whoa, time flies. I remember 74-year-old, my 74-year-old mother doing this and that, and the next thing we are talking about 76. You see, time flies, and that is why nobody should wait or plan and say, "Oh, I'll wait until I get to that age. I'll wait until my children are all grown. I'll wait until." Time waits for no one. 5th August. Uh-uh. It's me and Hobby birthday. That's same. Yeah, that's isn't it? Yeah, I know that you both of you and Hobby, you do your birthdays together. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I've got a number of birthday presents loading. Mom, and you and your hobby. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Incidentally, we don't have any August birthday in my immediate family. Like my none of my children is August. No August. We have Daddy January, me March, no May, no June. Then our second son, July, no August. Two of our sons, September, and one of them, October. No November, no December. So no August birthday here. Anniversary is 15th of. Okay. Aha. I'm getting a bit muddled up. So your anniversary is 15th of April. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I remember. I remember you are in hospital. Yeah, I remember very well. But you're going to use your birthday to cover both. With your birthday is going to be smiles, despite what is going on in Nigeria. Do you know what? It's a situation or something I heard recently, and after that, I just hail all of you in Nigeria. I hail you all. I don't know how you're putting it all together. Honestly, I really, as much as I'm saying I love Nigeria, I still do. However, how are you people coping with this nonsense? Please, let me plead, even if it's only one or two or three people that I will hear this live stream, let me do a plea before I start what I want to discuss. My plea, I'm pleading, please, each and every one of you, please. And it is same for people who live in the diaspora. Here in the UK, it's not getting any better. Things are falling apart. Our NHS hospital thing here is falling apart. Some of my clients are waiting for 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year to get an MRI scan, unless you want to go and do it privately. And to do MRI scan privately, depending on the nature of the MRI scan, it's about £500 or even more. £500. How many people are earning even £500 a week? A lot of people are just getting maybe just above that in a month. Some people, that's their monthly salary here in the UK. And you're telling them that if they want to do MRI scan privately, they have to pay £500. How? So the situation of things in Nigeria is still the same here. However, it's a lot better here. A lot better. I'll tell you why I say it's a lot better. Not because if anything happens to you, for example, it's better here because even if you are down and out, what they call down and out here in the UK is people that don't have any accommodation. They don't have anywhere they live. Some people are here in this country, they don't have accommodation. They just live on the street. If you go to London in particular, some of the train stations, you see old kilts, bed sheets, things like that. And somebody is actually under there sleeping. They call it sleeping rough. Some people are sleeping rough. They don't have anywhere to live. People, those of you in the background, please make sure you give me a thumb up, okay? Even if you don't want to say hello, please thumb up this live stream, okay? We're all going to be long. And so what am I saying? How can people then afford to have that investigation? Because first of all, you have to have investigation to know what is wrong with you before you can now treat it. But those of you in Nigeria, because I was asking one of my relatives recently to go and have this done because they told me their symptoms and they've gone to the chemist to buy medication. I'm like, you are buying medication for what? What exactly are you treating? That's what makes me really angry. Why will you go because maybe you have pain on your left side of your stomach? Do you know what that is? So why are you going to buy painkiller? Really? They are allowed to live? Oh, of course. Oh my God, yes. Yes. A lot of people living on the streets here. Yes. Okay. Mama is saying, but she knows why she's saying that. She has an experience of why she's saying it's not easy there. It's not easy until you come. When people are back home and you're telling them they don't understand. I met somebody not long ago, and the person was lamenting that if they had listened to their friend, because their friend told them the real truth of what is happening here in the UK. Their friend told them that they don't have life here. My friend, if I'm not here already, I will not come. The type of stuff I know we suffer in Nigeria, but the type of stuff I'm suffering here, I don't have a life. I walk around the clock. And people walking around the clock. I did a video recently about one that passed away. Have I uploaded that video? Okay, I think it's still coming. Yeah, that passed away because of the pressure from his father. The father was the one calling him as soon as the guy left to come to the UK. Yeah, bank has opened. They now start building the house that they did not build since they had the boy. A young man, boy in his 20s, pressure from his father. More money, more money, more money. He passed away. You see that video, it's a short video to see what happened, to hear what happened. So what am I trying to say? It's not easy anywhere. So when I say I really feel for you people in Nigeria, it's because of things like healthcare. Even though you wait for things here, but if you are diagnosed with certain conditions, that MRI scan that will take 6 months will take 1 hour. They will go and do it immediately. They will rush you. If you have any kind of chest pain and you call 999, although now I understand that even the 999 is not what it used to be when we came to UK initially. When we came initially, 999 when I was working for that's one company I worked for, and as part of that job, we look after ambulance crew, like people who ride the ambulance. We do occupational health assessment for them. We do for the police and stuff like that. So I have to shadow them. When they need my shadow, is for me to go out with them to see what they do. So I have to go with the ambulance crew first. You know that they are big ambulance with the blue lights. So I have to go with them for the day just to observe. Because when they refer them to us, they are suffering from anxiety, they are suffering from depression, they are suffering from this. I need to understand what actually do they do? Why are they being affected in this way? Son. Hold on. That's better. Yeah, I have to follow them. The ambulance crew. I did the police one. I said no. You know, the police here in the UK, when the police are on their patrol, when they have their blue lights on and their car is smaller, ambulance is bigger. So I was brave enough to go with the ambulance crew. When it came to the police to join them in that blue light that they go 100, 200 miles an hour, they're like they're flying, but they're still driving. For me to go with them to see what they do, I said to them, no, I'll pass on that one. Mm-mm. Even when I see them doing that on the road, my heart jumps. Never mind being in the car with them. Mm-mm. So I said no, but I went with the ambulance crew. Yeah, that was I'm talking about 15 years ago when I was in a different company. I went with them. Some of the calls were ridiculous. Now it won't be happening. You see, UK have changed a lot. I'm talking about 15 or even 20 years ago that I did that was in that job. Some of the calls I went with the ambulance crew. One of them was ridiculous, and I had to say to the people after. I asked them. I said, "Is that what you people see?" They say majority of the time our calls are like this. What happened, my people? This man, now Ibo, the man was on the floor, in the bathroom floor. His son was there, and another person, child was there. They could not get him up from the floor. That's why they called ambulance. Ambulance that would have been going to look after people who are spying or who had an accident or something. In that time, I don't know, things have changed a bit now. That time, once they call you, you have to go because you don't know if anything, God forbid, anything happens, then you did not attend, you'll be queried. But it has changed now. When you call them now, they will ask you several questions. They will even ask you, are you able to take the person to hospital? They will do what they call triage over the phone. It's no more, things have changed a lot. But in those days, they will come for anything and everything. So I went with them. I could see the nonsense. Some of the calls were just unbelievable. It was only one call that was really real emergency. The person had a heart attack. They were called. Obviously, when I went there, I was just standing in the corner and let them do their job, and I observed what they were doing. But most of the calls that day, were just non-emergency. But once they do the 999, you have to treat it as emergency. But now, call 999. That one they've introduced 111. So you have to call 111 first before you go to 999. When you call 111 in the UK now, they'll ask you what was going on. You tell them blah 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 blah. Then they can now, based on what you said and how it is, they can now tell you to, or they can dial 999 themselves, or they can ask you to do 999. 999 is more of emergency than 111. But if it's anything to do with heart, you see that you have pain in your chest or whatever, the 999 becomes a real emergency. They'll be asking you, as the person on the other phone will be asking you questions. And as she was asking you that question, ambulance crew are already on their way to your house. Anything to do with chest, just in case it's a heart attack, they'll ask you. And then, or it may be a person who was having stroke, maybe the way you're talking changes. They will think, oh, maybe you're having stroke or whatever. So they will do that questioning. They'll triage it over the phone, and then they will decide whether it's a big emergency or not. So we still have that there. And those people who are sleeping on the street, those down and outs who are sleeping on the street, my people, if car knocks them down or they become unwell there on the street, ambulance will come to them. If anything happens to them and it's an emergency, ambulance will go to them. When they are sleeping on that street, they'll pick them up, they'll take them to hospital for treatment. After treating them all, they'll go back to where they were sleeping. No, they won't give them house or anything. They'll go back. But when it comes to human life, that's what I'm trying to say. They will look after you. They will care for you. They will treat you when it becomes an emergency. But in our place, I heard that ambulance is only for when people buy and they are doing this mortuary, collecting from mortuary to the church or wherever. That's when ambulance comes out. But here, no. Ambulance is here for emergency. Police people are here for emergency. Any kind of emergency like that, they will turn up. For fancy, before any even goes through the patient, you see. Yeah, so that's a big difference, obviously, between here and there, is that emergency is emergency in the process of all these protocols. Yeah, that's the thing. But the protocol for here, as I say, if it's 111 and you're telling them what's happening, there's a way that they are quite experienced people. There's a way they will assess you. And if they think, even when you're talking to them, if you're feeling breathless or they can sense some emergency, obviously it will turn to emergency immediately. So they assess you over the phone and they will do the needful. But when it comes to normal NHS, when I keep talking about NHS, National Health Service is what we have here in the UK. People say, oh, we don't pay for hospital, we don't pay, everything is free in the UK. Yes, you should go to hospital now. You spend 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. Nobody spends 6 months in the hospital here unless you're in a nursing home. But I'm just saying, no matter the number of days you spend, all the drips, all the food, everything that happened in that hospital is free. And when they discharge you, all your medication that you're going to discharge you with is free. All you need to do is call your relative. They will come and collect you, and you go home and say, thank you very much to the nurses and doctors. If you want to buy chocolate for them, you buy chocolate for them to thank them, and off you go. You don't pay a dime. However, we who have been workers here in the UK, we pay national insurance, NI. If you have to have NI to be able to work in the UK. So as soon as you start working, you'll be contributing to the NI. These are the things they use. Another type of tax that we pay in the UK that comes from your salary or comes from your household bills. We pay a lot of all these things from tax from your salary. So when you are in hospital, so whether you have paid into that NI or not, it doesn't matter. When you are well, you will be treated here in the UK. So the NHS is free, but it's not that free, because those of us who are taxpayers who contribute to the national insurance, these are what they use the money for. But it's not what it used to be when I came to the UK in the 80s and even in the 90s. things were a lot better. But now it has gone pear-shaped. So the story I actually want to tell you, I've not even started that story, but I'm just giving you a preamble of what is happening here in the UK at the moment. So when people in Nigeria or any other place are saying that they want to come to the UK, I don't discourage anybody anymore. The best thing is for them to come and see. Come and see, come and see what is happening here. Oh. Come and see what is happening here. I'm not, I'm going to discourage. Let people come and see. Okay. My Spicy, you're here. How are you? I know you must be busy. Yeah, like yesterday, yesterday when we spoke, you are quite busy with those babies. Yeah, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. That free treatment alone is enough to save life. Yes, I agree. Many here fight for lack of what it takes to get prescription. Yes, I totally agree. I totally agree. Healthcare here or back home, there's not even any healthcare back home. I've just done a video. That video will come up. Another video has superseded that one. I wanted that one to go up on Tuesday, but another video has superseded that one. So I'm going to, yeah, do it in the following week. But it's already recorded. Where maybe I've been out of Nigeria for too long. But I did my nursing in Nigeria. I did my midwifery in Nigeria. And I can't remember what happened those days regarding oxygen. Somebody was saying that oxygen costs about 1,000 whatever per whatever, the way they measure it. So and my question is, so assuming somebody is unwell and they need oxygen 24/7 for 2 weeks or for whatever that they're in hospital in Nigeria, what happens if they can't afford it? That means that if they're going to be in hospital maybe for argument's sake for 2 weeks, but they could only afford to pay for oxygen for 1 week. After 1 week, what happens? Do they switch the oxygen off and let the person buy? Somebody was talking about it. I'm like, that actually jogged my memory. I'm like, oh my God. So they have to pay for oxygen. And I heard that somebody took somebody to one hospital, good hospital, so to say, but a private hospital. And they say, oh, sorry, the person is so unwell. We don't have oxygen here. They have to run to go to take the person to another hospital. Oh, sorry, we don't have oxygen here. Can you go? They named another hospital. By the time they got to the third hospital, the person passed away. What? That's so inhuman. And why? Why are we? What's going on? Susie, you're welcome. Hey, I was on my other account and came in before I realized. All right, okay. All right, okay, no problem. You're welcome. Susie, you're welcome. Ikonu, so yeah, you pay for oxygen as if you are very unwell and you can only pay for 1 week oxygen. What happens to the other 2 weeks? You are still going to be in hospital. If your people can't pay for you, what happens? It's scary. It really scares me. So this person, the story I want to tell, what I'm talking about working in the diaspora, that's what happens often here. Hey, yes, that particular person passed away, being moved from one hospital to the other. Oh, we don't have oxygen here. The next hospital said, we only have a limited one, and somebody already paid for it, and we're waiting for the person to come, so we can't help you. So they have to take the person. Hey, oh my God. It makes me so sad. I'm like, what is this? This is human life we're talking about. This is human life. So when it comes to things like that, yes, I said, I'm begging all of you. Yeah, I was trying to make a plea before I started talking about something. Those of you in Nigeria, I'm pleading. And everywhere, even here in the UK, in America, anywhere you are, human beings as a whole, but mainly in Nigeria, Bikonu, please, Ejo, try and look after yourself with food and your lifestyle so that you don't end up in those places that they call hospital, where the nurses will be in the background laughing when patient is struggling and suffering, so that you don't end up in those places because they are just there for being there. They don't care. They don't know what it takes to look after human beings. Please do what you can. This is what I've been begging, even my own relations in Nigeria. I'm like, if there's anything I can do for you now to support you, to do this, to eat healthily, but I cannot support you to walk around. Take a walk. Stop eating 3 times a day. You don't have any business eating 3 times a day as an adult. If you have children, you can feed them 5 times a day if you want. But for you adults, stop eating 3 times a day. Not because of money, but because of your health. Forget about those things we are taught in those days. A ga-eli nke ụtụtụ, ye nke ehihie, ye nke abalị. Some people by 10 p.m. they're still swallowing akpu. After that, they go to bed. What kind of life is that? If you're not able to eat that your akpu before 6 p.m., then when you come back, have some fruits and go to bed, you will survive. We have it in our head. Hey, Mbao, how can I go to bed on an empty stomach? I've been working hard all day, blah, blah, blah. If you're working hard all day, have something with you. Take your food with you or wherever. Finish your last meal, last heavy meal by 6 p.m. latest. Mine, I finish mine at 5 p.m., but I don't want to say 5 p.m. because people will say, hey, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., finish your main meal. Anything you eat after that, let it be something very light. And when I say something very light, I'm not talking about a piece of bread. I'm not talking about a piece of biscuit because those do not have any food, any value. Piece of fruit, and I'm not talking about banana or pineapple or mango because they are loaded with sugar. Even if you don't have diabetes, please eat. Just eat your food as if you have diabetes. And let me finish what I want to say about this particular video I watched. I know that we are, maybe it's not by this and that we are on Ifechi family, but what is showing on my screen is Ifechi Health and Wellness. So we are combining family talk and health and wellness because a lot is going on and it's really frightening. It scares me what is going on with people's health. I will never be tired. Even if it's only one person or two people that hears me talk about health, I'll continue because I've seen the benefit and I've seen the downside of not looking after yourselves. You see somebody in their 40s, in their 50s, they're looking like they're in their 80s because of the type of lifestyle they live. I'll keep talking about it. I'll never be tired though. What can you eat to eat right? In fact, I have a relative. Every time they will ask me, can I just list what they're going to be eating? When I list some of the things, this one is not food now. I said, what do you mean when this is not food? That salad you people put beside your rice, that salad on its own with egg is food. So people are asking me, what would they eat? That salad, that salad, that rich salad you put beside your jollof rice, and you put egg on top. People say that Nigeria is hard, but the way you people eat there, when it comes to food, it's not hard because people eat. And when I watch when I watch the food people eat, I'm like, wow. What are you doing with 3, 4, 5 pieces of meat? Is that evidence of good living? Of course not. You don't need 3, 4, 5 pieces of meat in your soup. You don't need it. Sometimes I cook here and I just add only fresh fish. That's all I add in my food, no meat. But our people see food. You won't even see the soup. All you're going to be fighting with is meat in the food. And they yes, salad without cream. If you have extra virgin olive oil, add extra virgin olive oil. If you have black pepper, let me give you a recipe now. Black pepper that you grounded the black pepper. If you have salt, not the normal salt, if you have Himalayan salt, the pink salt, Himalayan, do you have it in Nigeria? A little bit of pink salt in your salad, a little bit of black pepper, and then generous amount of extra virgin olive oil in those salad. Turn it very well and eat. And then tell me whether you missed salad cream in that salad. You won't miss it because it will taste good. Then maybe if you want to put egg, if you want to put sardine, whatever you want to put as your protein on that salad, you eat it. That is a meal. It's not something you add to your big plate of salad. Sorry, big plate of rice. And people will be wondering why they're suffering from what they're suffering. And you are diagnosed with diabetes or you are diagnosed with cancer. A lot of people are walking around with cancer. You're diagnosed with cancer and you're still eating your carbohydrate the way you do. Cancer loves sugar, and any carbohydrate you eat turns to sugar, and cancer loves it. The only way you can get rid of cancer, not forget about chemotherapy and all those chemotherapy things that they're doing, forget about them. Still do them. I'm not asking you before you say that I say you shouldn't do your chemotherapy. You can do your chemotherapy, but it's not the answer to your problem. The answer to your problem, you can still have your chemo, but the main answer to your problem is cutting out all carbs. There's no way you can cut out all carbs, right? Because if you're eating those salads with some olive oil and stuff, yeah, there's some carbs there, but they're good carbs. So you cannot cut them out. But the worst type of carbs you can have are the ones that come from your, akpu. Well fermented akpu is better than every other thing. Gari is even better. Run away from pounded yam. Whether you're pounding it yourself, and worse is the one you buy from the packet. You don't know what they have mixed in that packet, and they call it pounded yam, and they put a little bit of pounded yam flavor. So when you're doing it, you can smell a little bit of pounded yam, and you think you're having pounded yam. Run away from those. But if you can ferment akpu and have akpu properly, it's better actually. If you have to do these things, but please cut down on your carb. Cancer is on the increase. Diabetes is on the increase. So this lady was lamenting. She came to the, let me have my papa. She came to the UK 3 years ago to do masters. She finished her masters and she's been looking for a job. All the jobs she's getting are very, very menial jobs: cleaning, warehouse, care home. Any job is job. I'm not trying to bring those jobs down. However, why I'm talking about this is what the lady was saying, was lamenting. She was so angry. She was almost crying. That's why I'm bringing it up. Some people have used such jobs to make their life here in the UK. All they did was cut their coat according to their size. They are not buying new things. They have second-hand places here. Sometimes when you go to some of these second-hand shops, you'll be wondering, why is this called second-hand? Because they are very good. Some people go there and buy things. It's only when they tell you that they bought it from second-hand shop that you know. But our people want to show now. They want to show that they've arrived in the UK. So it's up to them. So this lady, I don't know whether any of you seen the video. It's been going around. She's here in the UK. She came and paid 19,000 pounds to do masters. My question is, if you have 19,000 pounds, hey, what are you doing in the UK? What are you coming here to do? To do masters? I've said it before. All these qualifications do not count, especially if you did not start, if you are not born here or you came here when you are in school age and you worked your way up with all those studies, fine. And I'm telling you now, even if you came here early and you started studying, most people will not even go beyond first degree and they start working, because they know that if they do anything beyond, amongst all our children, only one of them did masters. Yes, let me shock you, because sometimes it's just like our people coming. I've got two masters. I've got two masters, one in Nigeria, one in UK. Meaning what? It's something to brag about. They've all got their first degrees, but only one of them did his masters. And because of the area he was going, we even encouraged him to see if he can do his PhD. It's like, no, mom, no, dad, I'm done. I just did this master because I want to get into this and that and that. And he's going and doing very well there. No, two of them got masters. Not because of anything. They can easily get to where they want to go with their first degree here in the UK. So when I hear this lady was saying that she's had masters before, she came to the UK to do another masters. She came through the student route. When people hear that £1 is equivalent to almost 2,000 naira, they think that when you come here, you start earning that pound and you start changing it to naira until you come. So she's done her masters. Now she has been looking for jobs. All the jobs she's been getting are all these jobs I mentioned, either cleaning, warehouse, working in care home. What do they call that pay? Like minimum wage type of pay. Is that what you're going to use to pay for your house rent? Pay for your bill? We pay for water here. That's why sometimes when things have to pile up before we now wash, you don't want wash one plate, wash two plates, running water all the time. Do that. You have a way of conserving water here because you pay. I saw saw a video from one YouTuber who came from Nigeria to UK 3 years ago. She was almost crying because her monthly water bill rose up to like 50%. Yes, there's lots of bills here, and if you don't pay it, your water will be cut off. Your electricity will be cut off. Yes, it happens here in the UK as well. So there's a lot of bills to be paid. So going back to this lady again, she was saying, what have we done? Is it our fault? Is it a sad thing that we came to do masters here? I've paid 19,000. Who cares how much you paid? Who sent you? They don't care because their own people are not doing the masters because they know that it's not necessary. You can do your masters, you can do your PhD unless you are employed directly by a university. Then for you to come over there, I don't even know how would they do that. A lot of people are here looking for jobs. Why would they employ you from there? Mommy, Nigerian employee value and consider application that studied. They do. They value and consider applicants that studied abroad. Okay, so when they finish studying, let them go back now and get proper job in Nigeria and stop lamenting here. Because what they will get here is these jobs I'm talking about. Because why? You have not got the experience. You can do all your studies, can study for 10 years. That's your business. When you get to look for a job, they're not looking at your certificate. They're looking at your experience. They value and consider applicants that studied abroad. So let them come and study and go home. I can't waste such more. Thank you. But she did. She was, I don't know if I see that video, I can share it with you. The video was going around and she was, in fact, each time I hear her talk, I just feel ashamed on her behalf because you're telling people you've done 2 masters. Who cares? Understood abroad doesn't care about your certificate, but Nigeria values it more. If the certificate is good. So when they come here and do that 19,000 masters, let them now go back to Nigeria and get a good job with that overseas qualification. Because if you are here, this person has 2 masters. She did one in Nigeria and decided to do one here, thinking that will help her to settle in the UK. But all the jobs she's getting will not even pay her rent. So she was saying, is it because it's not because of anything that nobody is discriminating against you? It is because those things are not valued here. I don't know how else to say it. Let me shock you, and I've said it before, but let me say it again. If you have some people finish their high school and they didn't go to university at all, they didn't even do the first degree. Yeah, they finished their high school and they decided that this is where they want to go, and they started working with their secondary school qualification. Yeah, and they've been in that job for 10, 15 years. Meanwhile, you've gone and did your first degree, you went and did your master's, and then you come to look for the same job that this person that left school 10 years ago, and they've been working for 10 years, and you want to come and compete with them? No. They will be your manager with your master's degree. Yes, they will be your manager because what are they looking for? Qualification, experience. It's only when you are at a different level, like, for example, what I do. You can't just not be a nurse to go and do the specialist qualification to become occupational health practitioner like me. You cannot. So if you are going through those routes, yes, you are doing this, you're doing that. It's very specified, that kind of role. You have to have certain qualification to do certain roles. But if it's just ordinary office jobs, other type of work, office-based jobs, experience. Have you got the experience? That's what I'm looking for. Somebody that left without going to do first degree, who left without first degree, will be your manager with your master's degree here in the UK. So when that person was lamenting, I'm like, did you not ask questions before you start throwing around your 19,000? Yes, 19,000 for masters. Yes. Yes. They don't send you. And they'll offer you the masters today. If you want it now, they'll offer you now because they know they're getting the money. So it's up to you whether you want to take it or not. There are jobs that you need such qualifications for, as I said, but there are some of these jobs that you don't. And some of those people coming from Nigeria to here to study, the thing is, you have not got the experience in some of those jobs. And it depends on what you're doing your master's degree on. You know, now AI is taking over a lot of things. Sometimes you go to shops, what is it called? Self-service and stuff like that. They are cutting down on staff. AI is taking over various things. So you really have to know what you're studying and what you've studied before you start shouting that they're not giving you job. And then some of them start to make it look like it's something to do with your color. No, your experience matters. And it's not to do with your color. I remember vividly before we left Scotland, when I was in Scotland, I was still doing a bedside nursing. And I was a D grade, because you have to start with, when you qualify, D grade nurse, a staff nurse, and then you have to apply, move to E grade before you become a sister. So when I was moving from D grade to E grade, there were two of us that, or about three of us that competed for that job. Two of them were Oyibo from that place. I'm the only one foreigner. You know, when that job came, because I know I've been in that job and I've been more qualified than those two, even though they're Oyibo, yeah? So when that job became available, my people, their people were telling them, like their friends, saying, oh, I remember the name of one of them very well. Karen, oh, Karen, there's a job for you because so and so is leaving. And the Karen was like laughing, and I just kept quiet. This Karen, I was in that world. I was already working there for some months before she came and qualified. I qualified before her. And I'm like, okay, let's wait and see. Because I know that I do my job to the best of my ability. I was one of those, and I'm not saying it to praise myself. That's why when I see nurses who are not doing their jobs properly, it breaks my heart. I'm like, why are you there? I was a very, very caring nurse. No, wait, what is that? I was very caring because I went into that profession. I've told you people last week why I went into nursing. I don't know what anybody here that will remember. I told you the reason why I went into nursing. If you remember, put it down for those who are not here last week to remind them. Not 2 weeks ago, I said the reason why I actually became a nurse. I was a very good one. Both when I worked in Scotland, when I worked in here in England, before in the year 2002, I now went back to uni to do a specialist degree to do what I'm doing today. That is stress-free. What I'm doing today, you know, I can just tell you my job is stress-free. That's why even though my retirement age in the UK is a year in March, if I choose, I can cut down and still continue working till whenever because I work from home and it's stress-free. And my people love me. After giving them advice, they feel so different. You have to have that kind of passion in you to be able to do a job. You don't just go into nursing because people you need money. So going back to my story in Scotland, so when I was, three of us applied from that D grade to E grade and only one vacancy. Three of us applied. They were two of them were Scottish. I was the only one that is not from here. But amongst three of us, I was more qualified. And people could see how I work. I come there, once I enter the ward, they'll know that I've arrived. Some of them will say that they heard me before they saw me. Some of them will say they smelled me before they saw me because I have a particular perfume I used that time. I can't see that perfume anymore. It's called Chloe Narcisse. I've been looking for that perfume. I think they've stopped doing it. So some of them even call me Chloe because that perfume was my signature perfume. As soon as I entered the ward, everybody will know that they say that we smelled you before we saw you. Some of them will say we heard you before we saw you because I'll be smiling from the, but they have Nightingale ward where you have, that kind of words. Yeah. And I did my job. So after, oh, you remembered, okay. Right, mommy, passion is the one, but it's so unfortunate that hunger jealousy is terrible, terrible. Please share it for people to hear. Yes, so share. Oyibo prefers experience more than peppers. Yes, yes, that's Niger, they worship pepper. Yes. Okay, you saw that video and hissed. Okay, you saw the video. Noise. You spent your hard earned 19K to do what? Masters, who cares? We need experience. Here in the UK, what they need is experience. I'm sorry, and that's how it is. What experience are you bringing down the table? So, going back to my story. So, we three of us went for the interview. They've already told Karen that, oh, there's a job for you. Forgetting that I was there before Karen and I was more experienced. The only crime I committed is how I looked, isn't it? I was ready for them because I'm like, hey, if this happens, you have to tell me. You have to bring it out and tell me, how did you make your decision? How? Because I always get compliments from people how I do my job and everything, and I was more qualified than these two. I want to now. We not three of us went for an interview, and I was waiting for outcome before I decide what to do. After the interview, I got a letter. Congratulations, we've offered you the job. You're moving from D to E grade. I'm like, thank you very much. So when I hear people talking about, oh, because of my color, that's why they're not giving me this, I've not experienced it. I've always said it. I've not. I even walked up to junior sister before I now started doing what I'm doing now. And what I'm doing now, from when I started, is the equivalent of senior sister in the ward, the equivalent pay of a senior sister in the ward, but without the hassle of doing morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, and all that. It's without the hassle. So I got what I needed at that time. I moved from D to E and then came to England with E grade and went up to junior sister. And then before I now branched out. So I cannot sit here and tell you I've been discriminated against. No. And when it comes to pay, I negotiate my pay. What I'm getting might not be what my colleague is getting. But in this UK, you are advised not to discuss your pay with your colleagues because you might be working and doing exactly the same job, but you are getting about 5K. I'm telling you 5K more than your colleague, and you are both doing the same thing. So we don't discuss pay. Nobody tells you what they are paid. But whenever I go for an interview, I learned that from one of my jobs. I went for an interview. They told me the salary. I was like, oh, that's good because it's better than what I was getting when I was working in the hospital. I was happy with the pay. Only few months after, some other people came into the job. I'm talking about what I'm doing now. Some other people came into the job and I was mentoring them. I was supervising them. I was guiding them. And they were excited to tell me their pay. Well, you're not supposed to say your pay, but out of excitement, one of them told me her pay. And it was 2K more than my pay. Me, that has been in that job for how many years, and now supervising them and teaching them because I have more experience. I got in 2K more than me. Hey, why? Because I did not negotiate. So what did I do? Did I go and start hopping around and getting annoyed? No, I did not. I stayed in that job until I decided to move. And as I was moving, I already learned that lesson. So when I moved to the next job, they said their salary. And I said, no, that this is, I negotiated. And I gave them reason why they have to pay me that I'm experienced, I'm this, I'm that, and that. And they said, okay, we'll get back to you. They went and spoke to each other. So I negotiated and got about 3K more than what they advertised. Why? Experience. So I'm telling you, experience matters a lot here in the UK, but in Nigeria, It's your qualification that matters. Your PhD, your master's, and your PhD that matters, not here. That is why in Nigeria, you come for an occasion, somebody who's a PhD holder, and they are sir, they've done the thing to become sir, they've done this to become whatever other title. If they come to occasion, if you don't say doctor, professor, sir, whatever, whatever, they will not get up from their chair. Nobody cares about your qualification and your title, about your titles here. My manager, her name is Mary. Her name is Mary. None of this ma, sir, this and that. No. Everybody, you are just made to feel like a human being. Not all this qualification. If you don't get this, you are looked down upon. No. Just prove yourself. Say that you can do this, you can do that, negotiate your pay, have the experience. So that girl, when she was lamenting, I'm like, you have no idea. You should have asked what oppress in the UK before you start coming. That you did, if you don't two masters, even if you want to do PhD and they'll be calling you doctor, you are going to still be under somebody who did not even have first degree, but they have more experience. Oh, Linda, how are you, my dear? How are you and the family? The new baby is a big boy now. These children, by the time you have them, before you know it, they're big. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. We're just talking about general things. We're talking about a video that somebody was lamenting, Nigerian, lamenting that they've got 2 degrees, they got their second degree here, second master's here, and that they paid 19,000 to be as a foreign student to get their master's, and after that, they're not getting any meaningful job, and she was just lamenting and almost in tears. So that's what we are sharing. I'm just saying that people should know that before they come to any country, I'm talking about UK because that's where I know. If you're going to any other country, ask questions. That you are coming to do masters or coming to do PhD does not mean that when you finish, you'll be on a very high salary. No, it's your experience that counts. That's why I have to tell my own story of how I walked my way through to where I am today. You saw that video. Good. As I was listening to that video, I'm like, girl, what are you playing at? Did you not ask questions? People who were born and bred here, you know, if they don't have the experience and start working themselves through, they'll still be in a lower job. But experience is what counts here, not your qualification. Qualification, master's, PhD, yes, all those. If you're a lecturer at the university here, fine. All those things will count, PhD, and so on. They will count. Like before daddy retired, he went up to PhD, but he lectured at the university. So he went up to PhD, he's a PhD holder, his title is doctor. But that's in qualification. And that was because he came here with a scholarship to do his master's. After his master's, he did his PhD and worked in the uni. So that's different from somebody coming from Nigeria in 2026 or over the last few years and to come and do masters. And after that, you expect to get that kind of job. It does not work like that. So I'm just hoping that those of you who are here, if you know anybody, just to pass the message to them so that they don't come and start making fool of themselves like that lady did. Because anybody looking at that video will be like, where do you think you are? All those your qualifications, they speak for you in Nigeria, not here. Doctor, professor, engineer is now a title as well. Engineer, architect, what else? Everything they will put it in. When did architect become a title? The engineer one, I've had it a lot when I be here. An engineer is not called engineer something. No, they call you by your name. But when you write what you do, you might put that you're an engineer of this or that. They don't care about these things. Pastors here, our pastor used to be David. His name is David. David is David to everybody, not pastor, daddy, nkenwa. And all this daddy and whatever is people that you are older than, you are calling them daddy because they are pastors. No, David is David. We used to have one called Alan. Alan was Alan. That is their name. You can't go to your job. Your manager is your manager. If her name is Rose, it's Rose. If her name is Linda, it's Linda. And if they tell you something, you don't say yes, ma, to them. They don't like it. They'll be like, ma, for what? Just say, okay, yes, Linda. Or you can even just say yes. That's it. They don't care. So let us, if we want to jackma and want all these things, let us learn where we are going to, how they behave. Do I like some of their behaviors, the way they behave, and the lack of respect? No. But watch out for my video coming up on Tuesday. I will tell you what happened on that video until you watch it. It's only 3 minutes video, but watch it. So let me not let the cat. If you don't watch that video, if I don't see all of you on my comment section, don't mind that I don't come to your own comment section. I watch your videos. If you don't see my comment, doesn't mean that I'm not watching you. I watch you and give you thumb up. But there's a video coming on Tuesday. I've already set it up. Tuesday is one nature, yes. I've already set it up so you can see what that video. 3 minutes, I think it's 3.5 minutes video. I want you to see for yourself what happened in that short video. I'm a teacher. We have not seen Funke for a while. Thank you for coming. When I started, it was just me and Laurentia. We did sing our Ifechi family song that she created. We did sing the dance, two of us, and now people are coming. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, so teacher Funke. What besides you if you call her Funke? It's teacher Funke. What other title? Ndị nọọsụ a ga-akpọ n'unu nọọsụ nọọsụ this, nurse that. Nurses should have their title in front of them. Doctor Mbano. You know, get it people doctor. Emeka. Emeka for what now? It's Dr. Emeka, doctor, whatever he is. Yeah, so don't forget that teacher. Thank you, Susie. You don't make that mistake and call her by her first name, who born you. You know what they do here? For teachers in the UK, school children, like primary school, even secondary school children, they don't call their teachers by their first name. It's Mrs. something. But in primary, whether you're Mrs. or whether you're Mrs. or not, they all still call you Miss. Yes, they still call you Miss. So here in the UK, they are respectful in the school. They don't call their teachers by their first name. It's when you now grow up and start working, you can now call your manager by their first name. But when you are in school, the school children are taught to call Miss, Mr. Yes, they call their teachers by. So whether you're married, Funke, you know you are Mrs. If you see her in the UK, you're Miss. Miss Patoki. Yeah, that's what they'll call you. They'll call me. They call you with your title, but everybody's Miss. Whether you're married or not, it's Miss. Yes. Here in the UK, you don't call teachers by their first name, so they are respectful in that way. But once you leave school and enter university and go into the workplace, it's your first name. Your manager, your lecturers, their first name. But in primary, they teach them that, that's what happens here in the UK. If you mistakenly call a married woman Miss, but here, they call the married ones Miss. Everybody here, I have friends who are teachers. They are all Miss. They're all called Miss, and they are used to it. They are used to it because that's what children. They don't start calling Mrs. How about those who are MS, meaning they are either they are married, but they're no longer married, or they have reached the age when they should be married, but they're not married. Do you call them MS? So everybody is Miss. Whether you're married with 10 children in the UK school, you are Miss. Lagos and auntie, auntie and 5 and 6. Even old mama and papa addresses you with auntie and brother. Yes, yes. Nigerian one, you can't even stop it. And daddy and mommy, you can't even stop it. You can't stop it. Some people who are my age mates in Nigeria call me mommy. I'm like, what is this one now? I mean, I don't mind it from people like yourself because you are the same age like my children. So getting it from you people is like my children calling me mommy Fechi. But so somebody who I know that we are age mates or even 1 year older than me in Nigeria, they call me mommy. I'm like, because they're just used to all this. So I'm fed up correcting. So I just leave it because I know that's your language. That's your language there, ma. The people like Jackba to UK, they have been corrected a lot of times to stop calling people ma. Their managers, they refer to them as ma. The manager will tell them something. You know how you bow or you do this. Yes, ma. They don't like it. They're like they have to rebook one person and say, why are you always doing that? When you talk to me and say ma, please can you stop it? It makes me I feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed when you do that. And then you say, Ma, no, my name is this, my name is that. So it's Lagos language, yes. I get it. I get it. But if you want to Jakpa, yeah, when you want to Jakpa, learn where you are Jakparing to drop the ma and the mommy and the daddy and sa. Drop it. They don't like it. They don't like it. I've told you a story of when we came initially in Scotland in the 80s, in the 80s and early 90s, and my children will see these older ladies in the church, much, much older than, in fact, old enough to be their grandma's age or even older than their grandma. And because of the way, obviously, we are brought up, everybody is auntie. So they say, I don't forget that one's name, Margaret. And they're like, Auntie Margaret. No, 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 I'm not your auntie. I'm Margaret. Our children will look at us and I will just do like this to them, meaning that's what they want. Just call them. But they couldn't. They just couldn't. Each time we meet, they'll just say, oh, hello. But they can't get them. Their mouth no go agree them say Margaret. For what now? Their grandma. Uh-huh. Grandma, you calling them. So what they do when they see them again, they'll just say hello. That's it. Hello, but they won't put them and they won't put auntie or uncle. Yeah. But because this auntie and uncle will put us in trouble one day. Oh. Did you know when I used to in this my job, a few years into the job, I was working doing the operational health advisor job, but in a prison setting. So I was looking after the prison officers. So we are doing the operational health. So I was in house. I normally go in there. That was when we used to go out. Not this what I do from home now. We have to go in the prison setting to see those officers, see them face to face, assess them, and so on. So when I finish and I'm take my bag and I'm going, it was in Young Offenders Institution in near London when we live near London. When I finish and I will carry my things and I will be going because when you work in prison, oh my goodness, it's like you're a prisoner yourself. Because for me to get through every door, we have to have chain on us where you have the keys, you have everything. You're not allowed to chew chewing gum in prisons. Chewing gum is not allowed, so you don't use it to block the key thing. So no chewing gum. That's the policy in UK prison. No chewing gum. Anyway, that's by the way. So when I finish, these young offenders, most of them are black children, and they are laughing and joking as if it's their home. They have break time. They have time that they teach them inside the prison there. They have time that they come out to play football. So each time I'm going home, it's normally time they come out to play. You know what happens? Oh, hello, auntie. Hello, auntie. And I'll be looking straight. They go where they go. And one of the white colleague said to me, "Do you know them?" I'm like, "No." Oh, why can't I laugh at that man? I said, "Them." Said, They seem to know you, they say. They seem to know you. I said, they don't know me and I don't know them. And I have to explain that where I come from, that any older person is, they call every older person auntie. And they were like, really? It's like I'm telling them lies that I know those children and I'm behaving that I don't know them because they are calling me auntie. You see? This auntie will put you people in trouble one day. Like he wanted to put me. They don't ball you well to address age, mama and papa. Hello in Lagos. You start hearing Igbo, no get respect. You see? That's the thing. So that's our culture. But we have to leave it there. We try and hold ourselves and leave it there. You people are laughing. This auntie would have put me in trouble. Oh. These young offenders, some of them were the age of my children at the time. But it saddens me that these children are there playing football, laughing, running around, jumping around as if this is normal. It's not normal. You should be with your parents. You should be at home. But that's where they ended because of the gang culture in London. A lot of the young offenders, and sometimes they have this black on black knife attack and stuff like that, and they'll end up in those young offenders institution. So what am I trying to say? We have our different cultures. Is our culture perfect? I don't know. Is their culture here perfect? I don't know. But we'll just have to balance it. If we are going to be Jakbaren, learn the culture, do the needful. Some of these stupid men that Jakba from Nigeria or from any African country, they come to, again, I'm talking about UK because that's where I know. And you have seen a few videos going around where these men now go on chat or online, chatting with young girls. The one that they were interviewing recently, I asked him whether he's seen she's on her period. I said, why do you have to ask her that question? I just want to ask her so that she can go back to her parents. Ona Koyeli. Ona Koyeli means sorry for Funke that don't understand Igbo. Ona Koyeli means talking rubbish. Want to ask her whether she was in her period so I can tell her to go to her parents. Now, make it make sense. The thing that they're not even clever. They just be talking rubbish. And they say, so that's the reason. And you have a condom in your pocket. So what is that condom doing there? Oh no, that was something to do with the girl. Oh, nah, common sense. Yes, we have to try and adjust. I did a lot of adjustments. Foolish man, exactly. You have condom in your pocket. You're asking again whether she's in her period, and you're saying that the reason why you're asking, he wasn't even making sense. All the questions they were asking him was just giving foolish answers. This man has a wife and 2 children here in the UK. Where did you tell your wife you are going? Because he spent 2 nights somewhere that he's got a job. We know one very well. Those years ago, he will put there's a calendar in their dining room where he puts his shifts. So every time he will put Friday, Saturday, night shift. This shift. So those Friday, Saturday night shift, na proper night shift. He will just go. And the wife thought that he was working. He's going to another, she's doing night shift in another woman's house. This is a man with 3 children. Why are men doing this? Sometimes I just wonder, is it that they are, it's in their blood, or is it that they don't have common sense, or is that they can't put their third leg where it's supposed to be? All this nonsense that men are doing, there's come to a stage in your life when you're really married and you live your married life the way you should. There come a time where you are like, what is this now? You are even tired. Why would you be doing all this nonsense with the children? Children old enough to be your children. You are doing this. That's what you left Nigeria. You jackpot from there to come here and be doing nonsense. And some of them have been sent back empty-handed and put on the list that they will never come back here again. So people are just behaving badly. They're just doing all sorts of things. And people are watching them. And they are creating bad names for Nigerians. That's why some places, when you go and you're looking for a job and you put down there that you're a Nigerian, that even eliminates you from that job. That is how bad they are looking at us now. But there are still very good ones amongst us, very good, well-behaved ones, but the bad ones are painting us black. So that lady lamenting, maybe she thinks it because of her color or because of what, that's why they're not giving her the job. But no, it's not. It's just because, yes, you got your master's degree. Yes, you paid the 19,000. Who sent you? That 19,000, if you have it in Nigeria, why did you come here? And if, as you said, qualification from abroad is regarded in Nigeria, then when you finish your master's, go back to Nigeria then and work and use that your qualification to get a good job and be there. Yes, people cannot respect themselves. They are jumping around, causing themselves problem and getting all kinds of illness. Yes, that's why our image abroad. Because they'll be saying, oh, once you mention Nigeria, that's how they are. And it's not particular region, because some people say, oh, Igbo men, this and that. Oh, Igbo women, this and that. Oh, Yoruba, oh my God, they're terrible. No, everyone, in every tribe, every culture you go to, you have very good ones, you have very bad ones. We are all in it together. It's not about this place. You may be Igbo today, tomorrow it will be a Yoruba, tomorrow it will be somebody from from Bendel. It's just human beings. People have to, train themselves and respect themselves. And when you come here, cut your coat according to your size. You pay for everything. You pay for everything. It's not a case of because of your color, that's why you're not getting what you're getting. No. I've lived in this country for, as I say, I've lived in this country more than I've lived in Nigeria. I've worked, I never even worked I only worked for 2 small jobs in Nigeria as a nurse before I left. So my working life has been here in the UK. And I cannot tell you that a day I've needed my, based on my qualification and experience, that I'm needed something and I did not get it. I can't tell you. I have to say the truth. I've not experienced it. But a lot of people were so quick to jump into, oh, it's because of my color, or it's because of this. No, just do your best. Do what you've got to do. Be yourself. Do your job properly. Be honest. Some of our people don't say the truth. They're very, very dishonest. And they watch these things. Oyibo will be watching you. Oyibo will be watching you. They won't say anything. You smile, they'll see you, they'll do like this. That's their smile. They call it grin. You look at you, they do like this, and then you think that you are with them. You are not. They are watching you. If you're good, they know. If you're bad, they know. Oh, Annie, Austria girl. How are you? You're welcome. What did Laurentia say? So they do such foolish cheating abroad too. Oh, yes. Have you not seen them? The videos going around and the police will be questioning them. I've done one in my video a while ago, where they were questioning him and he's saying sorry. And I said, if you say, I was sitting in my chair watching the man, and I'm like, if you say that sorry again, and Oyibo, they will be very calm, and they will ask him, what are you actually sorry about? I love that. Are you sorry that you went into a 13-year-old? Or are you sorry that you are carrying Ogunnabenyi? I heard that's what they call it in Igbo land. Ogunnabenyi, meaning condom. Are you sorry that you're carrying that around? Or that you are luring a 13-year-old underage child? What exactly are you sorry about? It was so funny when they were interviewing him. And they will be calm. It's not this that they'll be shouting, sometimes they'll be hitting you or flogging or this. Not only talk, they will talk. I'm very quiet. But they will go down to the point. They will pin you that you can't turn your neck. The way they will pin you with words. They're not going to touch you. But they will get to the bottom of what they want. And you maybe you live like where we live now. You think that people don't know what is going on. They know where you go and when you come back. They know exactly what is going on in your family. They know the people that come to visit you and when they left. It's only when anything happens, then police comes to ask questions. You'll be like, oh my God. They know more than you think they know, but they will not say anything, both in the workplace, where you live, everywhere. They know, but you won't hear them. That's why I say to our people, talk less. Our people will come, they'll be telling their life story to these people. Talk less. If you're coming to UK, if you're going to any place in the diaspora, shut your mouth. Stop giving so much information. It's not going to help you. You are digging your own grave. Because when the time comes, all those things you said, they'll be saying, but so they will quote you the date, the time that you said it. But that day we are talking on Thursday, the 26th of March, when I was discussing with you, you mentioned that. Then, well, yes. So mind what you say. Because whatever you say will be used against you. And people are still quick. They're talking. And what they're saying is something that is not even decent. But they'll just be saying it. And people will be listening and grinning. When it's time, it will be brought out against you. So let us be careful. So that my lovely lady that was lamenting about job, welcome to the UK. That's how it is. You can go and do the 5th master's degree. It doesn't concern anyone. You have to start from the little jobs and work your way up. Only God knows how many years you have in your working life. Because if you're coming to the UK even in your 30s, and then in your 40s, some people are coming in their 50s. You're coming in your 50s. Have you thought of your old age? Because old age in this UK is not smiling. When you get to older age, that's when you know whether it's actually good to be in the diaspora or be back with your people. You have to think about these things. Those of us who are privileged to come in our 20s, and then we are here, I'm going to be retiring, UK retirement age, I'll be reaching it a year in March. So I've worked, my working life has been in the UK. It's so different from somebody coming in their 30s, 40s, 50s. I even heard of some people coming in their 60s. What is that? 60s is the retirement age here. When are you going to save? What kind of money would they be paying you for you to have save some money for your old age? Let's think about it. So diaspora is good, it's also bad. Those of us who are privileged to come here years ago, yes, we thank God. But those who are coming now, it is a big struggle. There are things you have to cut out. Cut out certain things. Manage. Save up. Because you don't have any pension. If you are coming in your 30s even, by the time you work to be able to get decent pension, if you're coming, for example, you are 35 when you come, that means you have about, you have up to 30 years working life in you, and you can still get a decent pension. But the job you'll be doing to make you to be able to build your pension, what kind of job is that? Because what you pay when you are working in a decent job, when you pay into the tax, your into the pension, they take certain amount of your salary as pension. Your employers put certain amount towards it to support you. So all that builds up. Even if you move to a different job, you start that again. I have different, like I have one pension coming from Scotland, because I lived in Scotland for 11 years before we moved to the UK in 1998. So between that 1998 to now, I've always worked. So all those pensions will be all the different places I've worked. They all calculate the pensions, you see? So these are all adds up. But if you are coming in your 30s, for argument's sake, and you're starting with some of these menial jobs, if you're doing cleaning job, warehouse job, they are not pensionable. They will not be contributing anything to your pension because they're not permanent job. So by the time you may be settled to get into that kind of job, that you will now start saving for your pension, because having pension is very important. Maybe you are now into your 40s, and then you start working that kind of job that will now start calculating your pension. You find out by the time you retire, you don't have much pension, and you'll be living like an old person struggling. Citizen of UK. I am now. That's why I have red passport. I'm UK citizen. That's why I have red passport. But do I want to go to UK? Oh, network is disturbing Linda. So we're not hearing what we're saying. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, I'm UK citizen. I have a UK passport. I have UK passport, and so once I get to that age, when I'm classed as an old age pensioner, that scares me. Who is old? A year in March, I'll be classed as an old age pensioner in the UK. Make it make sense. Who? Me that thinks I'm just starting my life. Yeah, so everything that Annie, you're laughing. But it's true that well, sometimes I get letters here. They'll say, as you are going to be retired in less than this, and you become an old age pensioner. I'm like, oh, how poor am Kuja? I'm like, who? Where? When? How? But that's what it is. Yeah, when I get to that age, I'll start getting all the benefits. I'll enter the bus. I can enter the bus and go from one town to the other and go to the other. Me and daddy will just enter the bus. Now he can use the bus pass free, but he doesn't like going because he wants us to go together. And I'm not prepared to pay for that bus, so we'd rather just drive. But when I retire, I'll get that free bus pass, so we can just decide today we're just going out. We go to this garden center, we go to that place, we'll stop over, we'll have lunch, we'll decide, and then we'll go to the other place and we look at the lakes, we look at the dogs swimming and things like that. And we enter the bus again, and the bus will bring us back to our village, and we'll sit at the back garden having a cuppa. I've paid my dues in the UK. I've struggled. That's why when I see these people coming now and they want what they will get tomorrow, they want to get it now, now, now. I'm like, no. So when I start enjoying my old age, nobody should envy me because I've paid my dues. I've struggled. Me and daddy, nobody helped us to raise the children. No omugo. No, when I have babies, daddy is the one that's doing omugo. He's the one cooking. He's the one doing hot water. He's the one doing everything. We have paid our dues. Eh? Yeah. Old age is a blessing, of course. It is. It is. I've paid my dues, exactly. When people come now, they want to build this, they want to do that, and they're complaining bitterly that this is not happening. I'm like, break. Hold on. You have to start from somewhere. Yeah, when I have babies, honestly, he does everything. He's the one that was birthing them. I remember when we visited Nigeria for the first time in 1992. Yes, 1992 was our first visit in Nigeria after we came here in 1987, 86, 87. And then 1992 was our first visit. We had three of them then. The youngest son was not born then. When we went home, I think they were 3, 4, and 7, three boys. So when we went home, daddy was the one birthing them, just birthing them. And somebody complained and said, what is this? What are you doing? Oh, is that what your wife have turned you to? That you are the one? What is she doing? You are the one that bathing the children. Mama jumped in. My mother-in-law, God bless her. Mama said, Mama had visited us. Yes, she visited when I had my third son, who was 3 at the time we visited. Mama visited us like 2 years before. So Mama just jumped on that woman and said, don't ever say that again. That is how they do it over there. He cannot change now because he came to the village. He came back home. He will not do when I went there, Mama said, I hardly did anything for these children because their dad, when their mother was with the new baby, the dad was the one looking after the other two. So now he came here, he want to spoil everything. Mama was the one that answered them for me. I did not say anything. My mother-in-law was too much. She was the mother that I did not have because my mom went before I married. Of course. What is the time? Oh my goodness, you see, I said that Laurentia, when we started, because you are the only one with me then. I said I'm going to be here for 1 hour. I didn't know it's 1 hour, 55 minutes. Of course. We're going to be finishing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll be finishing soon. Yeah, so when it's 6 o'clock, which is the next 3 minutes, you can go. And the next is one. Now I've been here 1 hour, 55 minutes. Let me round it up to 2 hours. I didn't know. You see, when you're talking and chatting with your people, you forget the time. Ranisha, remember, I said that we'll spend 1 hour. Because I wanted actually to finish at 5:30. I didn't even know telling all these stories. Network is disturbing. Sorry, Linda. Her network has been disturbing her. Sorry. Yes, so my people, what I'm trying to say, yes, just to say what is going on so that people will know, yes, diaspora is good, UK is good, other parts of the diaspora might be good, but every one of them have their challenges. Unfortunately, US is a no-go area now. Trump said no to Nigerians, so, but you can still come to UK and Canada and such like, but I don't know the criteria now, what they do. Sorry about your network, Linda. We are rounding up now. I didn't know we have spent this number of time because I thought we are just going to spend an hour. But when we now start talking, gisting, talking about various things, time just goes like that. So we're going to be finishing now. And thank you so much for coming. It just we've talked various things. I know you're seeing Ifechi Health and Wellness there, even though we're Ifechi family, but we have talked about health as well. I don't know whether you are here, Linda, or your network allowed you to hear what we are saying. We said we talk about health, we talk about family, we talk about various things, today. And all I can say is wherever you are, if you are in Nigeria, please, if you can, make the most of it. If you are in the UK or in the diaspora or wherever, like Annie is in Austria, make the most of it. And yeah, it's not easy. And if Annie tells you her own story now of what is happening in Austria, she will you'll be like, wow. But all in all, when it comes to security, which is very, very key, or any other place is better than what I hear about Nigeria when it comes to security and health care. Healthcare, oh my goodness, you go to the chemist, you just buy medication. Nobody asks you, have you taken this medication before? Are you allergic to it? You can't walk into any pharmacy here to buy medication like that. But Nigeria, you go into pharmacy, you just buy medication. Nobody will ask you the question, are you allergic to it? Are you the one taking it? Have you taken it before? Do you know how to take it? No, they don't care. Yes, everywhere there's a story. I mean, Linda has been abroad before she relocated to Nigeria. She has her own story, where she lived before. So everywhere there's story. But as I said, the two main things that are bothering me for Nigeria is the security and health care. So that's why my people, Bikon, look after your health through what you eat. Because if you end up in one of those hospitals, I'm just so scared of them. It's do what you can. Unu rapụ rice, rapụnụ rice aka, ka rice rapụ unu aka, biko. Eat less of this rice. And this rice are foreign rice. You don't even know what it is, like rubber. I eat rice, but I can go for weeks without touching rice. I can't tell you now. This is 26th. Are you 26th of July? This month, maybe I've eaten rice twice. People will now say, but what do you eat? I've told you people, if I have salad, that's a meal for me. So there's a lot to be eating. You don't have to be eating rice every day. Leave rice alone. It's causing a lot of problem for us in Nigeria. And if you have to eat rice, eat one spoon and use something like beans or vegetables, some things to bulk it up. But no, we'll dish this big plate of white rice. We'll eat one big plate of stew. with assorted meat, and you are telling me that things are hard in Nigeria. How hard? With that those number of meat I see in your plate, either in your stew or in your soup, you won't even have the soup to eat your food. It's all meat everywhere, and you're telling me that things are hard. So things are not hard for you to be overfeeding yourself like that and eating yourself to stupor, because those things you're eating is they're causing problem for you. Eating too much meat is not evidence of big manism. Doesn't mean that you're a big man. It means that you are ignorant. If I see so much meat, from now I'm going to be watching all your plates. For those of you who eat online, if I see more than 2 pieces of meat, if I see more than 2 pieces of meat, or even one, eh, iced fish is better than all these things. Eat more of fish. Eat 1 piece of meat. That's enough. But people put, sometimes when I see the meat, I'm fed. Yeah, after a gym, I just get filled up. Just looking at your plate with those meat that you pile there, my stomach will just be full. I've had enough. Just looking at your plate. Because it's 2 hours. Let's go. Watch yourself, or watch what you eat. Watch your health. Diabetes is on the increase. Cancer is on the increase. And if you don't cut out all these carbohydrates that are turning to sugar, this problem will keep being going up and up and up. And some of the chemists in Nigeria are selling fake drugs. And you're buying these drugs and you're taking them, and the problem is even doubled. So please use food. On a more serious note, use food and exercise to come. If you see me in a day, see my Fitbit registered 10 to 12,000 every day. My list is 10,000. Most days I get up to 15,000 steps. I'm always on the go. I'm always on the go. Sometimes my children will be like, Mom, when are you going to slow down? I say, I'm not going to slow down until I'm old. And I'm not old yet. I'm looking forward to getting old. I'm looking forward, like Annie said, old age is a blessing. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm not old yet. So I'm not going to slow down. When I get old, I can maybe slow down. But for now, we're going. We're going. Always. Let me leave you people to go, because look after yourself. Oh, look after your children. Those of you who have young children, because I'm begging. What I see, what I hear in the job I do. Sometimes I drop the phone and I'm weak. Sometimes I drop the phones after speaking to people what they are suffering from, and I'm weak. I don't even know where to start with them, because they are suffering from all sorts and taking. Why would one person be taking 12 medications? Because let us start with what we eat, and start with exercise. Even if I know that the roads in Nigeria are not very good, start with your backyard, whatever. Start inside your living room. Put this thing and just be marching, and just be active. Just be active. Keep going. Okay, my people, bye. Have a blessed week. I'll see you a week on 2 weeks today, by the grace of God. And yeah, for next weekend, we're going away from Friday to Monday. So we'll see you the following week. But I may still use my phone to do a live stream if I want to update on anything middle of this week. I may do that, but if not, I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. But watch out for my videos, especially the one coming up on Tuesday. Don't miss it. I want to see your comment. I want to see what you think about what happened in that video. It was so good. Even I was showing my youngest son the video. He was like, oh my God, Mom, this is so unique. This is so different from UK. My last son, he behaves like an old man. He's only just entered his 30s. But sometimes when he's talking like, because he thinks that things have changed a lot in the UK. He's like, oh my God, Mom, this is so good. And he said, are you going to put it on your channel? I said, of course, I've already set it up. It will go up on Tuesday. He said that was really good. So look out for that video. Don't miss it. It will come up on Tuesday at 8 p.m. I've set it up. It will just go. It's not a premiere. It will just go up. And yeah, let us just be supporting each other as much as we can. I support you. I watch your videos. And yeah, I know Funke is doing her 40 days fasting now. She did like in my life, a day in my life, or something like that. Not long ago, and yeah. So I just follow. Once I get your what do you call it, notification. Although some people I don't get their notification anymore, but once I get your notification, I normally will follow what you do. Yeah, yeah. So, and I know that everywhere. Okay, I've read that. I know Linda is enjoying her life in Nigeria since she came back with her family. I think a few days ago she did something about a life again to do with her life or sweeping or something in the church or something. Yeah. So just keep doing what you're doing. I know the low views bothers people, but it doesn't bother me. Once I have some of you like this watching, and yeah, that's enough. And but watch out for that particular one on Tuesday. You'll be wondering, what is this? What is this? But at least I just felt, I loved what happened there, and I thought I'll put it in the video, and you'll see it. Okay, bye, my lovely people. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. But you'll be catching up on my videos. I'm now. I'm working up. Two people prompted me, but you haven't been seeing videos from you, so you'll be seeing two videos every week from now until I go quiet again. But keep doing what you're doing. Have a beautiful week ahead. Yes, you too. You too. Bye, everyone. And I appreciate you all. God bless you and regards to all your family members. Bye now.